A couple of days prior I met a companion after a long, and there was such a great amount to find her. Most post-pandemic discussions with companions rotate around mental and profound well-being. In this way, we plunged into discussing our separate encounters with whimsical psychological wellness because of the lockdown to have better transparency on what the other individual went through. She said, "I began feeling that I generally wanted to have individuals around me, yet in any event, when I went through hours around individuals, I would return and feel vacant. Did I need individuals constantly? I frequently asked myself." A sting of this mindfulness pricked me, and dejection overflowed from that injury. From the get-go, I never recognized that I was desolate. It nearly felt like an affront, a mark that said that nobody enjoyed me enough. Her words thumped on the entryway in my heart and constrained me to introspect. I understood that countless individuals around me are battling with forlornness. This companion of mine isn't somebody who doesn't or can't converse with individuals. It is simple for her to converse with new individuals and even start discussions. In any case, there was an absence of satisfaction in her life, as though something, rather somebody, was absent. Being separated from everyone else is extremely unmistakable from being forlorn. One is a decision, and the other is a troubled reality for some. At the point when you notice intently, you will have the lucidity that the world is a forlorn spot. Most fights, particularly when they are of your emotional wellness, are battled alone. Going to imperative interruptions in life like zeroing in on work or scholastics, perusing, watching series, and voyaging barely allow you to address, not to mention process, your tryst with forlornness. Throughout our discussion, my companion and I attempted to talk about dejection and how one can defeat it. We considered 5 things one can do while feeling desolate. 1. Recognize and figure out your loneliness. Comprehend that there's no disgrace in feeling forlorn. The vast majority having full lives might feel forlorn and forsaken inside. In the event that you feel nobody comprehends you, there is nobody you can rely upon or trust or before who you can be your genuine self, or there is a steady starvation for closeness, you are most likely inclination desolate. A popular Buddhist saying goes, "Be a light regardless of anyone else's opinion." On the off chance that you don't comprehend yourself, nobody can wipe out your obscurity. When you recognize your forlornness, perceiving your examples will be extremely useful. When do you feel generally forlorn? What sets off these sentiments? What are the things you do or individuals you converse with, or what sort of discussions or counsel cheer you up during circumstances such as the present? Track down replies to these inquiries through your encounters. This will help you recognize and figure out your dejection. 2. Interface with yourself. When a man went to a savvy priest and asked him, "Expert, is there some exit from depression?" The priest answered, "A specialist searches for what isn't there to rehearse his specialty. A developer searches for vacant land to build. A water transporter picks an unfilled pot to fill. A craftsman stops at a house without entryways." Hence, the void can be loaded up with imagination and specialty. The sprinkle of vacancy is your call to turn towards it and fill it with innovative power. Don't take off from your forlornness, all things considered. Supplant it with efficiency and better yourself. We, as an age, are losing association with ourselves. There is such an uproar remotely that we are left with a vast opening inside us. Consequently, presently like never before, we want to deliberately invest some energy into associating with ourselves, or it will continue to influence our close-to-home health. There are different ways of doing such, for instance, reflection. There are numerous recordings of a directed reflection on the web to rehearse at home. Exercise, for example, will provide you with a feeling of satisfaction and happiness. 3. Track down your clan. Forlornness, in some cases, is a consequence of the conceited idea of the vast majority of our day-to-day exercises, which brings about distance and self-disconnection. Web utilized carefully gives different ways of drawing in new individuals and finding comparative interests with them. While feeling low, applications like clearness might give you vital solace among individuals before you can be straightforward. Affecting an individual's past routine work helps battle forlornness and causes one to feel included and acknowledged. 4. Try not to depend on cruel departures. We give our minds the push to feel less desolate through brief delight. Be that as it may, one should not find cruel departures like addictions, poisonous kinships, profound eating, devouring fatty food, falling back on an excessive amount of screen time, or abusing virtual entertainment while feeling forlorn. Once in a while, allowing yourself to feel the dejection and cycle it in quietude is okay. If it feels ongoing, make sure to an expert for help and direction. 5. Participate in feel-great exercises. Once in a while, depression makes individuals unpleasant towards the world and individuals around them. It is important to relax by including in exercises that cause you to feel adored, included, and even required. Charitable effort, conversing with older individuals, dealing with pets, and so on are astounding ways of doing as such. Deeds of benevolence interface you with others on a more profound level and improve you as a person. It is vital to figure out how to relish your organization and feel a profound association with individuals to become genuinely happy. Lucidity is the best stage for individuals who experience dejection, tension, and melancholy. The audience members that stand by listening to you over visit or call can turn into your closest companions in simply a question of minutes. Their recommendation and directing have helped many individuals and can help you as well.